classifier for predicting the accuracy. Okay, so today here we'll be discussing or considering a data set called 20 news group data. Okay, so you can get the data to the Google. Okay, search for 20 news group data, where if you apply consider only 20 news group data, there is a problem with the data set. Okay, so you'll be not getting a proper output. So go for vectorized data. Okay, so and this in this lab algor program you can use the concept of APIs. That means you can use the inbuilt library functions from any machine learning libraries. Okay, so first thing we will be using here is scikit-learn. So that's a library files we'll be using. So you can get the data set from the sklearn.datasets. From their data set, I'll be importing the particular data set. What is the data I need to fetch? I need to fetch the 20 news group data. Okay, then in the library scikit-learn, I need to take a Navy Bayes algorithm or a classifier. So I'll be taking dot Navy underscore Bayes. What is the algorithm or the classifier I need to consider? I need to consider multinomial NB. So NB stands for Navy Bayes here. Okay. Then once this is done, we need to get the train, test, and split method. So to get that, we'll be importing from scikit-learn dot model underscore selection import train, test, and split. And one more thing, we need to get the accuracy values, right? So the accuracy values will be stored in the metrics function. So I'll be importing from scikit-learn import metrics. So this is the basic thing which will be common for all the remaining programs. Okay, that means it depends upon the data. Okay. Next, so when we run this, execute this, we'll be getting the no outputs because we are just reading the library files. Now what I need to do, I need to take the data set to a separate variable. So I'll be taking it as doc, as a document, equal to, what is the data set I need to fetch? News group data. So I'll be taking this data and I'll be calling the function. Okay. Next, once this data is been loaded, so for each training and test method, so I'll be considering two values because we'll be loading the data in the form of files. So we'll be having x and y value. So x train and x test, y train and y test are the values of the news group data. Then equal to call the train test split function for what type of data I need to apply for this document. So I'll be calling doc.data. Okay, here you'll be getting the data files, whereas the second attribute gives the target files, doc.target. Okay. Next, so once this data set has been loaded, so I need to call the particular classifier function. So that is using nothing but modeling. So I need to design my model. So I'll be taking a variable model equal to, what is the classifier I'm using? Multinomial Navy Bayes. I'll be calling those function. Once the data is been loaded through the model, you can get the data. Okay, if you want to know the data, just give in the input, give the name of the variable that you want to view the data as model. So you'll be getting the different attribute data. Okay, so once it has been loaded, so I need to fit my data. So to fit the data, what are the attributes that I need to consider? I need to consider only the training part. So in the training part, I'm having two variables, x train and y train. So I'll be calling model.fit of x train comma y train. Okay. So it gives the value multinomial classifier with alpha variable and the class priority. I have not considered any priority values. So it is giving us none. Okay. And whether I want to fit the data, yes. So it's giving true. Okay. Once it's been loaded, so the output of the program you should get the three values. One is accuracy, and what is the precision value, and what is the recalling value. Okay. So to get that data, I'll be calling the print accuracy function. So to get the value of that accuracy, call print metrics dot, what's the score value accuracy, right? So I'll be calling dot accuracy underscore score of what is the value for. I should not check the data for training because testing is important here. So I'll be calling the variable of y test dot of, from where I need to check it. I need to check it through x testing. So the prediction is given through x test and the accuracy will be taken from y here. So these two lines remains the same for all the remaining two. Okay. So print accuracy, print of metrics dot accuracy score of y test, comma model dot print of x test. Okay, so that you can see here you'll be getting 75% accuracy. Every time when you run, you'll be getting different values because I already run. I'll be showing one more thing. And print equal to precision. What is the precisized value of the accuracy value? So that will be called by copy this line print function replace accuracy by precision. Okay, whereas here in the precision value, we will be considering all the data set. Okay, like average, mean, and other things. Whereas when we are considering the precision score, we should not consider the average part here. So hence the average variable will be equal to none. So similarly, what is the actual recalling of the data set? Whenever a data is being fed to the input to the system, it automatically recalls that this data has been loaded or trained already. So that is called recalling method. So what is the actual recalling score for each data? So those values will be pointed in the form of list. Okay. And that's it. Okay, let us run this file. So the earlier accuracy is 75. So when I run this, you can see here the accuracy is getting decreased now, 72. And the precision values also will be changed because every time the data, this your white test values will be modified for each iteration. So based on that, the accuracy values will be differed. Okay, so this is regarding your lab 6 navy based classifier program. Okay, do you have any doubt? You can see here when I click on doc, so this is your my actual data. So data of particular sparse matrix, rows and a column values. Okay, and what's the actual stored element in compressed sparse row format. So the target arrays are values, and what are the target names? We are told to 20, right? So here you will be having 20 attributes: alt.apcm graphics, windows.miscellaneous, PC hardware data of IBM, and Mac hardware, Windows files. What are the actual sailing of the data? What is automatic systems, motorcycles, baseball, hockey, cryptology, electronics, medic, space, religion, Christian, guns, Mid East. What is the political data set of the news from the newspaper? So these are the 20 news group data set. Okay, you can see the data here. Okay. So this is regarding your actual classifier for data. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can ask me so that we will go for the next 8th program. That is your K-means and EM algorithm. So what is EM?